Hi, and welcome to Soldier Tech Games, where we talk tech and games from a soldier's perspective. Welcome everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is a special day. We're talking about a new game that just got released recently. I've just been getting into, called The Division 2. So far, I've been playing this game for a few hours.
First look.
So I'm giving you a quick preview of what I think of the game thus far and how good or bad I think it is. So as you can see in the beginning, graphics are top notch. Looks really good. I have in some pretty decent settings right now. That's my character. Character customization in the beginning is pretty robust. It's not the most intense. It's not like Fallout 4 or Skyrim or one of those games, but it's good enough where you can put a little spin on your character. The game takes place in Washington, D.C. I don't know if anybody's played the first Division game. That game took place in New York City, my home. So it brought back some nostalgia when I got to play that the first time. Now playing it in DC. In this point in the game, it just started basically doing the first mission. So that's the menu system. The HUD just pops up in front of you. Pretty cool animation there. I'm running through here. You can see fire, smoke effects. Very, very detailed. Graphics look good, like I said before. White House. What a way to start the game, but to have the White House in there. Production, base of operations, is pretty cool. As far as the footage is coming up next, you're going to see some pretty cool stuff as well. Here I'm just running through. Going to talk to some people in here, try and do a few missions. Like I said, this is the very beginning of the game, so just giving you a gist of it. There's some cool aspects. As we go a little further into this preview, you'll see where here's a cut over to that first mission as I'm running up towards the White House. Gonna get some contact, engaging enemies. Great thing is that the great ragdoll physics. So when you hit an enemy in the leg, arm, shoulder, they react. Water effects looks like they're good. Foliage, grass, all that stuff is actually very detailed. See explosions are going by. Climbing up on stuff. So a lot of animations you can use, like I just did with those gas cans, explosives to distract, hurt your enemies, give you an advantage. Now I'm going to run through and start popping at these guys, trying to get closer to the White House, which you saw a little earlier. Use cover to your advantage. And games like The Division, you have to use cover. Otherwise, you'll just get blasted. So it's a good idea to get cover as soon as you can. Move from space to space. Engage your enemies and your targets. One of those games where you play with your teammates. It's actually really cool because you get your squad together, and it's a lot of fun. I was playing solo thus far. Gonna get some squad stuff on, some PvE and PvP stuff. Gonna get that on a little later on. Right now, just giving you the sneak peek, early picture of the game. Here I am once again. Animals, you see animals running around, deer, dogs, raccoons, birds flying, all that's interactive. You can shoot them. I went hunting, trust me. I shot some animals just to see if they would actually, but it's pretty detailed. You can shoot them, they'll die, so it's pretty cool. Just checking out the grass, walking through it. Helicopter over there, some enemies coming up. You can see, like I said, very detailed, very fleshed out. Really good animation system put in there. Here's a little portion of the story just showing you. I'm not going to go into it, I don't want to spoil anything, but you get missions as you go throughout the story, like in the other Division games, helping you to take on these factions and these other invaders that took over DC. This is just getting some information about what's coming up from one of the characters in the game. So these cutscenes are very detailed as well. You can see a lot of the work that went into the animation and making the game feel alive, lifelike. So a lot better than I feel than the Division the first one. So far, I'm really liking the impression of the game I've gotten so far. There's also different gadgets and stuff you get. in the game. You can customize your character by adding specialties to them as well, which I'll get into later on in my full review when that comes out. But you can see the map here. The interface is slick. You can plot where you're going and head to it. Like I said, like you can see the smoke, cars on fire, garbage in the streets. A lot of what the First Division had, but a little more polished this time. I'm engaging the enemies right here. Weapons, a lot of weapons you can get in the game, customize them, add stuff to them. Boom, I just popped up. So one of the cool things so far that I found in this as well is I have a drone that I can use that comes out. You see it flying around me now, and I can actually make it target the enemies as I play through, which is pretty cool, by pressing the trigger button on my controller, or if you're using just strictly mouse and keyboard, you can trigger it using that as well. And he'll go around and actually shoot. There goes Droney. It's my boy. And he'll actually engage the enemies and kill them too. So it's pretty cool. I like that. I'm looking forward to seeing what other things they've added to the game as well. Especially the end game content, which I heard is there's a lot of end game content, which is good. These types of games are usually like 20-30 hours long, and then after that is like, what hooks you? What makes you come back? Is it the looting? Is it the gunplay? Is it the mechanics? Is it coming back for the story? Is it coming back for another playthrough? What brings you back? And for me, these type of looter shooters, a lot of it in the in-game content is like, what else is there for me to do? Can I level cap? How fun is the PvP, the Dark Zone, and then some of that stuff I'll chime in on later when I do my full review. But as you can see, a lot of fun. I'm here just engaging these guys. Very tight controls. Game systems like are very well put in place. I heard a lot of things about Anthem. Haven't played it yet, but it's not on my radar as of now, unless this goes on sale or something. But if you guys are interested in hearing about Anthem or getting my opinion on it, that might come up later on in a review or preview. Right now, I jumped over the guy's body. A lot of interactivity in the game. Very good. I'm just heading to my next checkpoint. Just like in the First Division, you'll get that little system that goes over an overlay that shows you where your checkpoint is, where your next objective is. You just follow that. And I'm running with my drone. Now, the drone only lasts for a certain amount of time, and then it'll actually reattach or go back to, unless it gets blown up, it'll attach back to your backpack, and then you have to wait for it to respawn, like a cooldown period. But thus far I like it. You got the guys that charge you, and then you've got the other enemies that shoot and use different weapons. So really cool. It gives you different dynamic. You have to move out of cover. The guys charge at you. Got to take them out quick, then be able to react and get to the other enemies around you. Now I'm healing myself. Once you get beat up pretty good, you have the ability to redeal your shields and use that so you can get back in the fight. I'm shooting this guy right here, moving around for cover. Well, once again, thanks for subscribing. Thanks if you like the video. Hit the like button. Look forward to bringing you more content. Hit the bell icon if you want to get notifications about what new videos and upcoming videos are coming out. And I look forward to seeing you guys again. Thanks.